might have found us through boostbized.com, which is our main website. You might have found us on Facebook. We will be on Facebook Live again this morning, as soon as Ashley pushes the button back there. So you can find Facebook on your phone, and you can share it right there. You can look for us look for Boost Biz Ed, and you can share it with everyone. You can also use that to come back later to catch little things you didn't catch, or to just listen to the whole thing again. So, and we have all of this year in both locations. I think we have 8 episodes or 8 workshops on there. And they're also embedded on the website at boostbized.com. If you didn't sign in, if Ashley didn't catch you, if I didn't catch you at the beginning, you can sign in yourself. You can go to boostbized.com/IamHere. That'll bring up the same form that we used to sign in. If you signed in previously, you can skip some of the stuff and just put your email address in there, and that'll just kind of let us know that you are here. All right. So I think I covered everything. We can get to our feature presentation. Ashley, are we ready?
Yeah, it's good.
Are we live? Okay.
You're live.
Share us now. Okay, are you ready? Speaking with us today about how modern businesses can use business to make massive impact in their growth is Anthony Prichard. He lives in Englewood, Colorado, with 2 daughters, and one is 13. Her name is Taryn, and the other is 18 and knows everything. Her name is Google. Pause for laughter. All right. Anthony is a certified Google partner and a YouTube specialist who focuses on teaching realtors how to farm their neighborhood using 1-minute YouTube videos. This same technique can work for any service-based business that has a physical address. And today, Anthony will demonstrate how anyone can show up on the first page of Google for their most profitable keyword. Please help me welcome our business education speaker for today, Denver's YouTube specialist, Anthony Prichard.
Thanks very much for the kind introduction. I learn best kinesthetically, and I know there's 4 different learning styles, but I feel like the kinesthetic way allows for audio, visual, and logistical to really communicate better than just one or the other. And so that's what I've got for you today, is a demonstration that I've developed over the last 10 years because of my background in sales and really just stumbling across this tool that I believe is the most powerful business tool in the world, which is video. I believe that video and the internet allows you to be in all places everywhere instantly. And that's the demonstration I have for you today that you can use to impact people that have the ability to receive value from you the easiest. My background is in sales, and my first career was, after college, was in telecommunications. It was when Qwest was being deregulated and everybody really disapproved of their customer service, and so it was pretty easy to go knocking door to door and say, hey, would you like to evaluate the situation here? Well, after all that activity, after all that prospecting and all those numbers, I recognized a trend that I was really only getting in front of people that ended up looking a lot like me. And that was because I was building instant trust through my body language and who I was as a person. And so there was other people that I ended up working for, but whenever I came across somebody that looked a lot like me, I knew I had something because it happened so much quicker, and I enjoyed it a lot better. Making that transaction, it was like I was helping a friend, not like I was making a sale. So one day, after I'd left the telecom industry and after I'd left Halliburton and a few other jobs, I found myself working for myself in construction. My parents had just given me a flip cam for Christmas, and I thought, what am I going to do with this? I don't know what to say. I'm not going to memorize something. I know I'm going to mess it up. I'm so worried and stressed out, like, no way. And then I was just like, oh, Well, I'm already walking through these houses 6 times a day. I was walking through it for investors because I was fixing and flipping houses. And I was walking through it for subcontractors who were doing the work for me. I said, I'll just walk through this house with my flip cam. So if you can imagine, back in 2007, the very beginning of 2007, I was standing in front of 1643 Raleigh Street. I said, hi, my name's Anthony. I am standing in front of 1643 Raleigh Street, and my clients have just hired me to completely renovate this house behind me, and so we're going to go ahead and take a walk on through it. I'm going to show you what we're doing. And you can see the stone facade is really ugly. We're going to go ahead and stucco over that. I'm sure you'll be happy, much happier with the curb appeal. Inside the front door here, you can tell we've torn out the cabinets already. We're already working on drywall and trim. And here in the hallway is Javier. Javier, would you mind telling the people at home what you're doing there in the hallway? He said, oh, Anthony, you're going to love this travertine tile floor, man. I got a pinwheel pattern, and I got 1/8-inch bone grout. I'm going to polish it and put a sealer. You're going to love it, bro. I was like, Javier, that is gold. Thank you. Click. And I just knew I had something. Because I poured myself into it like head first. I didn't know what I was going to get. But I also knew that I didn't have to publish the video if I didn't like what I came up with. And I think that's the first step to getting comfortable with video, is to press record and see what shows up. And then to watch yourself. That's the first lesson in video, is to just wax on a subject. Maybe it's in your car. Maybe it's in the shower, but you can wax on something that you're already really comfortable with, and you can start to develop your video marketing strategy. I'm a certified Google partner, and after I started developing these videos, a local agency found me and said, what you're doing is creating a really good quality score for people, a good experience. And that's what Google is built on. See, 18 years ago, on the center of the Stanford College campus, which is in the center of the Silicon Valley, 2 guys got together by the name of Sergey and Larry. And they said, we can change this thing called the internet if we focus on one thing. If we give people what they want, they'll keep coming back, and they'll use this over and over again. It's like the law of attraction, right? You eventually get what you want. If you get up every day and you look in the mirror and you say, oh, I'm kind of depressed, and I look kind of fat, and I'm probably going to be really unlucky today, and I am just ugly as sin. What are you going to get? But if you look in the mirror and you say, I'm going to make something beautiful out of this day, I don't care what it takes, but I'm going to probably get lucky, and I'm looking for success, what are you going to get? So Google works the exact same way as the law of attraction, and you need to learn what people want, and you need to give it to them, and you can do that 80% better through video. Video communicates with body language, it communicates with the tone of your voice, communicates with the pace, and it gives somebody a lot more insight to be able to trust you because it's so transparent. You can't lie in front of the camera and get away with it. It just won't allow you to. People can see right through it. So, can I get a show of hands and find out how many people have used Google in the last 24 hours? For directions, for recipes, for buying things. Let the record show that 95% of people, I think everybody stuck their hand in the air. Because it's on our phones, it's with us wherever we go. And if we ourselves aren't showing up on the first page of Google, then we simply don't exist. The big running joke here is that the best place to hide a dead body is on the second page of the Google search engine. Because nobody goes there. So, we're here today to make a video, and if we all can make a video together, then each one of us can make a video for ourselves. So what we have to ask ourselves is, what problem are we solving by sitting in these seats here right now? What are we getting out of this experience? Well, I like to pose the question, but because it takes a lot of work and I have to do a lot of this preparation, I went ahead and I chose a keyword for you. Now, nod your head if this is true. Are you getting continuing education for your business by being here today? Yeah. Okay, that's most people. Good. So that'll be our keyword, and let's go do some quick research to see what shows up for continuing education for business people in Westminster, Colorado, because geographic keyword is really your stronghold to this strategy in the beginning. You're not going to rank on the first page for national keywords, but you are going to rank on the first page for geographical keywords. And it's another good law of attraction, economic law, that people naturally want to work with people that live closest to them. It's one of the biggest common grounds, and when you've got good common ground, you can more easily know, like, and